Hey there, Geometry Cats. For many of you, this will be your first ever video with me, so welcome. I'm also trying new recording setup. This will be a lot different than some of my older videos, but it will be a lot like my newer videos, so we'll see how it works. I hope it does work. Alright guys, today we're going to talk about order of operations. This is probably one of the most important skills you can get in your mathematical career, because honestly, there's a lot of things that you will learn that you aren't going to use, but this is something that you need to know how to use. A quick reminder of what your order of operations are. PEMDAS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. That means when you are doing an algebraic or arithmetic problem, this is the order to do them. You always have to look at your parentheses first, what's in there. Then you have to look at your exponents. Then you go multiplication and division. Now, multiplication and division are equal, and addition, subtraction. So here's my proof that multiplication and division are equal. Think about this. What's 8 times 6 divided by 2? Now, you should go left to right just to make your life easier. 8 times 6 is 48. 48 divided by 2 is 24. Now, what's crazy, multiplication and division are commutative, which means order doesn't really matter. You could have, if you went 6 divided by 2, that's 3. And 8 times 3 is 24. Alright? That only works with these groupings. They're together. They're the same thing. Okay? Let's erase all this jazz. Now, let's say you didn't. Well, let's do a few example problems. Let's say I gave you 3 times 9 minus 4 plus 5 squared. Alright, let's do our orders. First, we're going to look for parentheses. So, I have a set of parentheses. 9 minus 4 is 5. That's 3 times 5 plus 5 squared. Are all my parentheses gone? Yup. Next, I'm going to look for exponents. I do have an exponent, 5 squared. So I'm going to calculate that out. Be careful trying to plug this all in your calculator, guys. You could have a bad time. Ooh. Not today. Alright. Now, are all my exponents gone? Yes, they are. Next, I'm going to look for my multiplication and division. Do I have any? I do. I have multiplication. So I'm just going to straight left to right. 3 times 5 is 15. Are all those done? Yep. Check mark. And lastly, I'm going to look for my addition and subtraction, which I do have addition. So I got 40. Alright. Let's do another one. Let's say I'm doing 10 times 8 minus 2 squared plus 10. Alright. So first thing I'm going to look for are parentheses, right? Which I do. I have one set of parentheses. So I'm going to have to do this whole beast before I do anything else on this, right? So now within this, I'm going to follow my order of operations. Do you have any parentheses within parentheses? No. Do I have exponents? Yeah, I do. 2 squared. Be careful. Negative 2 squared is not equal to negative 2 squared. Because negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. But this is 2 squared. You do your exponents first. That's negative 4. These are not the same thing. So negative 2 squared is, well, it's going to be negative 4 still. Because we did our exponent before I subtracted it. Now I'm still within that parentheses. I have to do that whole thing before I worry about this plus 10. So next I'm going to go, do I have a multiplication or division? Why, yes I do. I have 10 times 8. 10 times 8 is... I heard you. 80. Oh no. You got this. So I have 80 minus 4. This plus 10 is still just go along for this ride because we aren't out of the parentheses yet. Next I'm going to go to, is there any addition, subtraction? Yeah, there is. 80 minus 4. 80 minus 4 is 76. Plus 10. And now I'm finally done with my parentheses. Done my exponents. Done my multiplication. 76 plus 10 is 86. Do you guys see how I'm breaking this down into steps and not plugging it all in my calculator? Even I still break down problems this way. It just makes life a lot easier to chunk these pieces together. Okay. Let's do one more example. What if I had 30 minus 5 squared divided by 40 divided by 8. Alright. Let's go. First thing, are there any parentheses? 2 of them. So I have to do these both independently of each other. Now within this parentheses, let's go through my order. Do I have exponents? Yes. I have 5 squared. 5 squared is 25. So with 30 minus 25 divided by, it's still 40 divided by 8. Now let's do my parentheses. We're going back to parentheses. What's 30 minus 25? 5. It's 40 divided by 8. 5. What's 5 divided by 5? 1. Easy peasy. That was the only one we had to do. Alright. Now, some of you might be saying, Mr. Dweller, it doesn't matter the order because sometimes it works. Well, let's prove it. Let's say that you're an employee. And I say, I'm going to double your salary, then reduce it by $5, or double your pay. And you make $10 an hour. So I'm going to double your salary, and I'm going to take away 5. Now, if you were bad at math, you'd be like, I don't want that deal because, well, 10 minus 5 is 5, and 2 times 5 is 10. We know that's wrong, because you have to do multiplication division first. 2 times 10 is 20, minus the 5, you'd be getting a $5 raise. Take it. Take your time. Learn it. Love it. Please excuse your dear Sally is another way that you could remember this. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Just always recall that addition, subtraction, and multiplication, division are grouped together. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. I hope I learned something. Hope you have a great day.